Hello adventurers, and I am today visiting the Refuge of the apostate, and I'm here with my guardian. So I'm planning on doing a run through this instance. It's one of the two instances that will give you the rare trophies, so it's very nice for us a bit casual players, allowing us to get some of those without doing the group instances. It's not the hardest of instances in the world, but if you watch, maybe you will pick up some tricks and make sure that you do this instance as fast as you can, because there is a lot of trash mobs here. So I already started playing a little bit before realizing that I wasn't recording yet, so pretty much I only killed 2 mages this far. As you will notice, I'm still sticking to my combo rotation as I'm doing everywhere. These guys doesn't really hit very hard, so at least if you have a good amount of gear, they're just staying in frenzy stance all of the time. Playing these solo dungeons also gives you a great opportunity to practice doing your combo chains, so even if you are doing a lot of group hard modes for the trophies, it's nice to be able to do some training sessions with some rewards added to it as well. So, start by just cleaning out the mobs here in the beginning. There is really no faster or slower way here, so just going to rush through it as fast as I can, which is not that fast since I am on my guardian. Unfortunately, I'm doing some mouse clicking here. That is why I see the tooltips all of the time. Unfortunately, I have to do that as I'm having a replacement keyboard right now. So it's actually faster to use a combination of mouse and keyboard than just the keyboard. If you have a USB keyboard that isn't totally trash like the one I'm using right now, then you should be able to use mostly or only the keyboard for the clicking. But some of the cheaper keyboards unfortunately can't register clicks fast enough, apparently. So I'm using my mouse for some of the clicks. So here we are coming up to the first boss. Time to get down last undeads here. I'm not doing any of the faction quests. I'm just doing the quest from the quest giver right outside the instance there, and that is getting 3 rings. Mages I killed up until now will drop the first ring, and I already have that, as we can see on my quest status in the top right corner. So going for the first boss here. The thing to notice here is that there will be some floating skulls. These will explode, and especially for... sorry about that. Some of the softer classes, those explosions can hurt a bit. The thing you want to do is just do a double tap backwards, and pretty much that nullifies the damage from them. The boss will take damage from the explosions, so as long as you can stop the or tank the damage from the boss, this also work. You see there? Yeah, about 5% damage taken. You should be pretty fine. As you see, I was in Frenzy's Dance on the Guardian all of the time, and while I did get a little bit low, it wasn't that big of a challenge. So just double tap backwards sometimes when the skulls are about to explode, and you will be fine. So after the first boss, there's a chance for the second ring for the quest to drop. Here we do skip some of the mobs. No point in trying to kill them all. The drop rate for burns is quite high, so I have never experienced that it hasn't dropped for me. There's a corridor going down up ahead there, but there is the same amount of mobs both ways here, so it doesn't matter what way you take. And there was the second ring. Pulling this one a little bit closer, so we have that vitalizer over there. We don't need to kill it, and just trying to save some time here. Mobs here that you don't really have a chance of bringing together, so I guess for DPS class you may want to use some CCs and stuff to make this fight a little bit easier. Of course, if you're a tank, then just do what you do and tank it. Okay. These mages do have a quite annoying absorb shield that I can cast. There we go. So, I'm switching over to my defensive stance. The next part here, which is a puzzle, is a little bit annoying since it's a little bit down to luck what path you can take. This time I was lucky and the path was open here. Just make sure that I don't get slowed too much. Yikes. In this part you are on a timer, and how fast you can do it really depends on how you will get a different reward depending on how well you are doing here. So just running around, pulling levers. As you can probably hear now, when I pull that lever, a ticking sound started. That means that you are on another timer also, before one of the bridges lifts up, but you have quite a good time there. If I was trying to get the gold chest on this puzzle, then I would have had to do a lot of sprinting in this part, but I'm content with copper or silver, so just going to have a slow stroll. Also, these blue things on the wall, they do slow you. If you have all particles on, which I don't since there are so many meters here, you will see a blue flame coming out of them, and you can time so you don't get slows from them. And there is the chest. Since I was quite slow, only a copper chest. The rewards from these chests are pretty bad anyways, so as a personal challenge you can do runs for the silver or gold chests, but the reward will be along the lines of what I get here, just more of it. So for the next part, as a guardian, I do use a long time to kill, and there is a lot of mages here, as you can see. So I prefer just to run through them all. Even a DPS can do this with some bubbles, and some bubbles you should have, no matter what class you are on. So just running past them all and getting the next waypoint there, and then I drop down. To kill all those mages do take some time, and there is really only these Jingshi accomplishments that are needed to be killed to get further, so I'm just going to kill a few mobs so I can get all of these guys. When you die, they will all reset to their spawning positions, so starting with the last one here. I noticed that I was out of stamina potions right now. That is a little bit annoying for the next part, but we will manage. So, here we have the second accomplish. Now I take my crossbow, shoot the third one, running a little bit back so we get the mages to follow. That was not the button I was planning on using. You usually want the two mages to line up next to each other so you can hit them both. But since I messed up a little bit here, as I said, I am playing with a little bit of a handicap here right now. So anyway, putting them down. All CCs work on all of the trash mobs, so if you are a softer class, feel free to just use your CCs to get them down without taking much damage. And also these mages drop the furthering for you. Okay. Then we have the fourth and the last accomplish. Trying to not get too many mages. Yeah, just one, that's good. So this last guy, the fourth one, if you have a +5 range crossbow, you can just reach him and not pull those closest two sorcerers here. Again, for low DPS classes, it's a nice way to speed up the run. So let's run into this. As you can notice, that fourth guy there, he is clapping. That means that he is the real one. So just making a mental note of number 4 is the one that we are going to have to point out afterwards. In this part I just run between the lights on the walls here, and I do try to get between the man with the robe and the light, because when I stand there I will just be knocked down on the spot. If I was standing in front or in the back of him, I would be knocked in any other direction, and my crippling fear debuff would have started to move up. As long as you stand close to the light, you will get a decrease in the crippling fear debuff instead of it increasing. So using the guy in the middle, and now it was the guy number 4, that was the real one, so shooting him to activate him. And pretty much at this point it's just time and spank. Now that I reached 75%, I will be doing a sort of hard-hitting spell, but as I'm a guardian I don't really care that much. Just continuing hitting him. 50%, he will start casting the second hard-hitting spell. At this point I have lost some damage, so I'm going to... last time was not off cooldown, but that doesn't matter that much. At 25 he will start his third spell. As you notice, I'm quite low right now, but some buffs and it should be fine. Yeah, not taking much damage there. And back to frenzy stance and finish chain off. And there we go, he's done. And I get my 2 rare trophies. The blue items you get there are not very good. I haven't seen any of them that I want to use over other quest reward quality items. So, well, back here we have 3 teleports. One for Byron's Palace if you are with Scarlet Circle and doing their quest. One for the Obsidian Temple Camp if you are doing Last Legion's quest inside this instance. And you have the Ghost Hill that teleports you back outside the instance. And that is about it. So that was a fast run with the Guardian through the Refuge of the Apostate. Thank you for watching.